Good afternoon. Welcome back to Northern Ontario. My name is Dave, and this is Macaro Siding, my N-scale layout. Today we're going to finish the Tim Hortons. I got it painted. I got it. I have brick on the outside, down on the lower edge. I laser cut a main entrance door because it didn't have one with the kit. They must have assumed it was just big glass plates, but you got to have frames and you got to have push bars for people going in and out of the restaurant. So we're just going to go ahead and work at this. Now I'm going to be using two kinds of glue. I've got this liquid PSA that I got from Micromart, and it's good for glazing and things like that because it dries clear and doesn't leave marks. Probably most of you know, but if you don't, when you use CA on acetate, it sometimes fogs it, and so you end up with a big mess. So we're gonna go with that. Now, before I just gonna move that out of the way. Before I do anything more, you can see. Let's go to 6 is the preview, so let's go 6. You can see that there are windows across the back of here, and a window on the door and a window around the corner here. So I'm going to cut some acetate and glue those in place right now, and we're just going to keep going until the whole thing is in one piece, ready to go. Some of it's going to be trickier than I think it should be, but we'll see how it goes here. So the first thing is to get some acetate. I buy acetate in a pad. Here you can see it there. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to lay it down. I've got it on this cardstock, so it's easier for you to see what's going on. And we'll go over to 6, so you can see it from the top down. So I'm just going to cut a long, thin strip and cut it off. Now there's a British channel, it's called Chanwell. He does everything by hand, cuts everything out by hand. He has to be a glutton for punishment. But he uses scalpels, and I thought, well, geez, that makes a lot of sense. They're extremely sharp, and they do create a wonderful clean line. So now I've got this, and I'm going to flip the building on its back. I'm going to turn it around so there's some light in there so you can see what's going on. And now I'm going to use this PSA glue. So all I'm going to do is, first I'm going to get the sheet out of the way here. I'm going to take some of this, and I'm going to put it on the cardstock. And I've got a bunch of toothpicks here, so I'm going to pick up the glue. Let me see if I can do this and you still see what's going on. There we go. Glue there, glue there, glue there, and I'm going to spread it out. That looks like an awful lot of glue there, so I'm going to see if I can get that out of there. I'm going to take the acetate now, put it up against the, there, get this out of the way, stop making a mess, line that up like that, cut through the acetate, lift it up. Let's get a pair of tweezers here. And drop it in place. Now we need another small piece for the door. Now all of this is kind of order of operations, because if I didn't do this now, then I would have a horrendous time trying to get this glass in once everything else in the interior is already in place. Take the two tweezers here, we'll just give it a little push down. Oops, let's go there like that, like that. And now we have one more piece to go in. It goes in the back here where the kitchen is. And we're going to put a sheet up against the building again. Get the right size. Grab the tweezers. Slide it in there and drop it down. We now have glazing on all the windows in the back of the building. Now I already drilled some holes in here, two holes, one for lighting. All right, now we got that glazing done. And did I have anything left over? Because I've got one little tiny window on the side here. Wow, I do. I have a little piece left over. Where did you go? There you are. So again, oops. Toothpick. And we'll spread it around a bit. Spread it around a bit. There are days I wish I had modeled in HO scale. Be so much nicer for this to be twice the size it is. Anyway, here we go. So now we've got that done, and we'll go back to 7. So that's done. So what we've got now, excuse me, I'm getting stuff caught on the wires from the lighting. So I've already glued in the kitchen. This is the countertop. The next one to go in is the bathroom here. So we've got this structure here. It's going to go right there. And there'll be a light that comes right there like that. So now for this, I'm going to use CA. So I'm going to take the thick CA. He says he can't get the darn thing open. Wait a minute, there we go. There we go. And it's going to put a couple of drops down here. I'm going to grab a fresh toothpick. And I pick up the CA and coat the bottom here. Now you can buy all sorts of fancy tools to apply CA, but put that in there like that. Maybe we don't have enough CA. I don't think we do. Okay, where are you? Right, this is no wonder. I picked up the wrong one. I picked up the thin. Where's my bottle of thick? Oh, it's got to be somewhere. Well, I got a bottle of medium right here. So we'll go with the medium. Yep, no, we'll go with the medium. Oh, nope, there she is. Just where I thought. Okay, good. The thick stuff is a lot thicker. So, there's some along there. And there's some along there. So, put it around the light and put it inside where the wall, the exterior wall is going to be. And we'll just do that. And now, just to make absolutely sure, I'm just going to take a little bit more CA. I'm going to turn the building so I can see it easier. I know it isn't probably the easiest thing for you to see, but it's more important right now that I see it properly. Alright, so now we have that in there. So what's next? Well, we have two display cabinets to go in. And again, I'm just going to take a little bit of CA. I'm going to dab it on the countertop here and here. And then we're going to take these and glue them in place there. And glue them in place. I got to make sure I get them the right way around. Glue them in place there. So now we have two display cabinets on either side of the counter where you go up and order your coffee. Next step. So we're moving from here forward to the front of the building. So the next step is to glue down the little wall that separates the counter area from the seating area. So I'm going to take this now and place it in here like this. Straighten it out a bit. Hold it for a few seconds. Now this is not CA. This is the glue from Micromark. And now we start putting in tables. So all the tables are over here on the. I'll just bring them in. You can see them. They're all spray painted black on the bottom, and they have a natural wood veneer on the surface. So this time again we're going to use the CA because it's plastic being glued to cardstock, and I think that would make more sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tweezers and I'm going to dab the end of the table in the CA, and then I'm going to put it in place. Oops, as he doesn't get it to go in place. So there's one table. And then another square table. Of course, things don't go exactly the way you want them. See, it's great for this kind of stuff, but it's sometimes a pain in the butt to work with. I tend to walk away from all my modeling sessions with my fingers, at least one finger covered with CA glue where stuff is stuck to my fingers. So I'm gonna take this once more and stick it in place. There we go. So now we've got our three square tables right by the by that little while. Now, the next step are these tiny things. These are chairs. And I want to put them around the tables. So again, in the CA, and then come down here very carefully and put it on the cardstock. And then the next little chair. Now, my mind knows for a fact that unless you were to climb right up on my layout, you wouldn't be able to see any of this detail. So I don't know why I'm doing it, except that I will know that there should be chairs at the tables, and there, and now we get one more. I'm not going to go crazy with chairs everywhere, because that would be a lesson in frustration, I think, for me. So now we have chairs at those tables, and now it's to put in the round tables across the front. So same deal again. Picking up the table with a pair of tweezers, dabbing it in some CA, and putting it down. Pick up another one, dab it in the CA, and put down another one. Well, I think we need more CA. Not enough underneath. I do really like this Starbond CA. It's very, very good to work with. And here again. Oh, there we are. There that goes there. Another table. Yep. Oops. Of course, it's surface tension that's sticking to my fingers. Now we know that the entranceway door is here, so we're going to put two tables over here now. So, yeah. Pick it up. The table near the washrooms. And again. So now we've populated the inside of this thing. I'm going to just take a little bit of CA here, and I'm just going to take the light that comes up through the bathroom, and I'm just going to tack it down. And I think what I'm going to do here is get my my accelerator and just give this a shot. There we go. Stays put. Now, the next one is the most finicky one of the whole deal. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I just want to show you. This says Tim Hortons on it. It's on a piece of transfer paper, and we have to glue it to the front of the store. So what we're going to do here is very carefully dab some CA on the back of this. I'm going to get some more out here. So on each letter, what happened there? What's that? I don't know what that is. Oh, I gotta lift it up and take a look. No, it still says Tim Hortons. So I don't know what this little piece of stuff is, but it's not going on the sign. So now we're going to take this over here. And I'm going to press that down and hold it, and we're going to wait. I don't think I can get the aerosol. I don't think I can get the aerosol underneath there. So we want this to stick down. And then I need to peel very carefully. Bingo, we got it. I'm going to switch to 6 so you can see it, because I'm so proud of 1 inch other. So there we go. It says Tim Hortons on it right there. So the next thing to do is, of course, to put the front of the building on and the remaining side. So I'm going to take some CA here, and I'm going to put it on the canopy that goes over the front door. There's the canopy. So now we have that done. Now we got to flip this over, and we got all the glazing to do for this window, this front of the store. So we'll go back to 7, and there's the building with the sign on it, and the canopy over the main door, just like almost like the Tim Hortons here in Espanola. And now I'm going to cut out some pieces of acetate. Alright. And I'll put that over there like that. Okay. So now, flip the building over. Get some of the glue from Micromart. Pick up a clean, fresh toothpick. Now, I need to trim this. So I'm going to take a ruler. Actually, I'm going to do it in pieces. So, cut this here. Make sure it's the right size, it's not in the way of anything, and it is. We're going to trim it down a bit. Alright. Alright, so we're going to take this glue. And again, I don't want to put a lot on it. Just smear it there. Smear it there. And put it in place. Now I should be able to take another piece. And we'll go from there to here. And we'll trim it a bit. Off. And again, a little bit of glue. A little bit of glue. Oops, so long with it, so it'll get all over the place. A little dab there, a little dab there, a little dab there. And we'll just. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Don't stick to my finger. There. And now we just have this. Actually, we've got two walls. We've got another wall to do here. I forgot about it. Oh, well. So I'm just going to cut a strip and trim it off. Did I make it too small? Oh, I think I can get it. I can get it there. I'm careful with my glue. Okay, so take a toothpick again. A little bit of glue on the top here, down the sides, and pick it up and put it in place. There we go. So now we have glazing all across the front. I'm trying to figure out what camera I'm on here. Oh, here we are. There we are. So we have glazing across the front. There is, of course, another wall to go on here. So very carefully, without trying to not to damage anything now. Okay. And then we have one more wall here. And it needs glazing as well. So I'm going to grab my sheet again. Now you can buy this, the plastic I'm using for the glazing I purchased from Amazon. No, I can do it like that. Okay. So again, a little bit of glue. And down this side, a little bit across the top. Trying to use as little as possible. And so it doesn't gush out everywhere. Now it does say transparent, and that should solve our problems, but I'm not gonna. Okay, so if I get through there, will you cover both windows? Yes, you will. Okay, so we'll just slide that down out of the way. And again, some of this fancy dancy canopy glue. have. Still have the roof to deal with. So I already painted it black, and we have a couple of things to add to it. I'll put this over here like this so we know where it is in a few seconds. So I have an air conditioning unit and some air conditioning ducts. Let's go to 6 so you can see that. So there's the ducts for there, and I'm going to put this unit right over where the kitchen is. So what I did is I went to two places. I went to Atlas, which now sells the BLMA line of detailing brass and I think it's brass. Some of it might be something else, but it comes silver, so it might be another kind of metal. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just cut out a grill. David says as he switches to a bigger knife and my glasses so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to come in here. I'm probably blocking the view right now, but sorry about that, but that's the only way that this can get done. Okay, I got one more little tab to cut off, and I've got my grill free. There we go. So I'm going to take move stuff out of the way. That's so much stuff in the way, it's hard to tell me what's going on here. I'll take a little bit of glue, and I'm going to spread it around the hole I made in the when I cut it out on the laser cutter. Laser cutter is rapidly becoming one of my favorite tools. I have several different 3D printers. All of them give me grief every now and again, whereas the laser tends to do exactly what I ask it to do when I ask it to do. The only mistakes that are made with the laser are human error. So now we have, and you probably won't even be able to see it. You'll be able to see a black dot, but that's actually a very fine grill. So now we're going to take a little bit of CA. Again, we're doing this because we're gluing CA or wood and plastic together. Okay, so that's going to go right there. And now I went to where did I go to get these? I think I got these from AliExpress, but they're actually from a company that does what are they? A company that does grills for Gundams. And I bought a whole whack of different sizes and shapes and stuff so that I've got stuff that I can hyper detail my what is going on here? Oh, I know why that's happening. Sorry, my smartwatch has a magnetic band, and these the two rulers here keep ending up attached to my wrist. Okay, so first things first. Some glue, Again, I'm going to add more. I should have thought of this, putting the glue on paper and using toothpicks years ago. It makes a huge difference. Now, we've got to remember there is an orientation to this. There's that. And now I'm going to take, we'll go to, so I'm going to take, I don't know if you can, if it'll focus on that, but you see there's a whole whack of tiny little grills. So I'm going to take one of these grills out of here, and I've learned my lesson already. It's time to use the bigger knife to cut. It's not, scalpels were not intended to cut stainless steel. Okay, and we'll spin that off. There we go. There's the grill. And I'm going to take, again, toothpick and some CA, and I'm going to put it right there in the middle. And then I think I can pick this up with my, yes I can. And we'll glue that down there. So we are very close to being finished here. So now that the roof detail is in, I'm going to put it on the restaurant itself. So the front isn't glued in place, just these two are. And that's because there's pins in the roof that go into the wall. So you'll want to make sure you're... Oh, hang on. Yeah, as always, there's always something. There we go, that's in there. Move that wall, move this wall back, move it over, and press that in place. Press that in place. Press the front wall. Come on. Okay, that one's in place there. There. Now I'm not going to glue in the roof yet, because sure as shooting something's going to go wrong here, and I'm going to have to take this thing apart. So here's the final wall. And now we have a finished Tim Hortons. And it will sit proudly on my layout. Proudly on my layout. I'm going to step over here to the camera, and I'm going to zoom in and pan a little bit and focus. And there you are, the finished Tim Hortons. There is one more thing I'm going to do. I'm going to do it off camera, and I'm going to do it once I know that everything is right. There's nothing to change, and that is, I'm going to cap the roof with a plastic C-channel. Plastic C-channel. Here we go. That'll look like that across the top there. But I can't do that until I'm absolutely 100% sure that everything's working. So, I want to thank you for watching today. I'm quite proud of this. It really does look like a little Tim Hortons. It's going to go on the layout. It's going to have a parking lot. Oh, where is that? Oh, where did I put it? Where did I put it? I made the sign, the big sign for outdoors. David can't find it now. Oh, I know where it is. I'm going to run and get it. I don't know where. I know exactly where it is. Sorry about that. I thought I had it with me. I forgot that I went and sprayed it with clear varnish. So this is the Tim Hortons sign that's going to stand out on the. Let's go back to 7. There it is. There's the Tim Hortons sign. That's gonna. This is extra long because this is going to go into the foam on the layout, and I need to do some touch up on the black on this. So it's going to sit like this in front of the restaurant, and there'll be a parking lot, and everything else will be in place. I may, if I get everything organized this week, I will install this on out, and then I will show it. So I want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing costs nothing. It's just a way of you getting the video as quickly as possible. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and remember, it's your railroad, and you can do it any way you want.